Fun Size is probably one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen, to the point where I'm surprised that it even exists. It stars Victoria Justice as a girl named Ren, who loses track of her little brother on Halloween, and then spends the rest of the movie trying to find him. Even exists. It stars Victoria Justice as a girl named Ren, who loses track of her little brother on Halloween, and then spends the rest of the movie trying to find him. Fun Size was released in October.
Y'all niggas don't know nothing about Fun Size, man. You have to have just been there, bro. It's like, what, mid-2012 days? Yeah, that's when this movie came out, around mid-2012. Seen a whole different side of Tori I've never seen before. I was like, okay. Maybe they can do a little, you know, PG-rated acting. Okay, Nickelodeon bringing more than just a little kid. They trying to bring something to a little 18-year-old community. You know what I mean? Let me get back to this video.
Of 2012 by Nickelodeon Movies and Paramount Pictures, and it was only the second PG-13 movie ever released by Nickelodeon, after that weird British movie Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging. And it's honestly very weird seeing Victoria Justice star in a movie
What the fuck was that? Angus Thongs and what? I don't remember that movie. Y'all comment below if y'all remember that movie. I do not remember that movie at all. What was Angus Thongs and what?
13 movie ever released by Nickelodeon, after that weird British movie Angus Thongs and Perfect
Snogging. I'm gonna have to check that out because I've never heard of that. And there's probably a reason I've never heard of that. Probably one of the biggest flops on Nickelodeon. You know, you hear about a show you ain't never heard of. You're like, damn, I ain't even like hear a little piece of it. Shit, I'm gonna really be trash because I hear a lot. I know a lot of fucking shows. You know what I mean? Let me get back to the video.
Snogging. And it's honestly very weird seeing Victoria Justice star in a movie that tries to be raunchy. Especially because this came out during the same time that season 4 of Victorious was airing on Nickelodeon. Like, to me, she was 100% Tori Vega. And now, all of a sudden in this movie, a random little kid is calling her a bitch, and they're getting humped by a giant chicken,
Facts.
and her one girlfriend is...
Facts. She was in her bag. She was in her acting bag, bro. She went from Victorious to Fun Size. Nigga, she was in her bag, bro. That movie go hard. You gotta watch that movie off of Blunt, even just regularly, that movie just goes hard. It's a childhood classic. Like I said, this came out with season 4 of Victorious, so she was basically in her little senior year, you know. And see, she just turned 18. She partying it up, getting her little provocative on. Can't be mad at her. Man, I miss this era. Get back to the video. That's my big-headed sister in the back if you hear her. Sorry, one of my twin sisters. Play this video.
Telling her random guy friend that he's allowed to touch her boobs?
Oh, yeah, I remember that Asian
What?
dude.
And honestly, it's not just weird
no, for real,
because
nigga, you acting all shy shit, nigga, do it. We talking about some... She said, oh my god. Oh, for real, shy-ass nigga. About to piss on yourself. You can go over there, go sit in the corner, nigga. You letting us all down with that one. Acting or not. Let me play this video.
Justice. It's weird because it has the same vibes as your annoying 13-year-old little cousin, trying his hardest to be edgy when he just learned his first curse word. It's still Nickelodeon, and it's not R-rated, so it can't fully commit to making all the inappropriate jokes it so badly wants to make, but it still tries constantly to be as dirty as possible within those limits, which just gives it a really cringy, try-hard, fake edgy kind of vibe. Like, it's painfully obvious that the main target audience for this movie was meant to be young middle school-aged kids who would feel like they're being really grown up and naughty by watching a film with the word bitch and ass in it. And I really thought, for some reason, that this movie aired on Nickelodeon back in the day. But no, it actually had a legitimate theatrical release. And just to be real with you, I cannot imagine spending money to see this shitty-ass film in theaters on...
Damn, nigga, I wish I was a little older in 2012, nigga. I think I was a young little bald-headed nigga. But damn, I don't remember it being in the theaters, bro. I definitely would have went to go watch it. That would have been a whole different vibe. For real, bro. Damn. And my nigga said that hoe came out in the theaters though. Hey, man, it was probably pretty good enough to come out in the theaters. I tell you, don't sleep on that movie. I would have paid to see it, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'll tell you this.
100-foot screen. Brother, you take a family of 4, 2 kids, 2 adults. Motherfucker, if I pay that much money and I see this shit, I'm gonna be livid. And it turns out people agreed with me.
Oh yeah,
and didn't
Wreck-It
want to
Ralph
spend their
was
money
out.
on
Hold
that
on.
movie because it was.
Ooh. Nigga, what? 2012, nigga, Wreck-It Ralph was out. What else was out? Pixels. Yeah, Pixels. Let's see. Grown Ups. Did Grown Ups come out 2012? Let It Shine. Shit, 2012 was a nice little year. It was in its prime. I remember 2012 like yesterday. That's what? No, damn. Shh. Fuck. That's crazy, man. Time fly. Let me play this.
A major box office flop, grossing only $11.4 million worldwide against a $14 million budget, which doesn't even account for marketing. Ouch. But flop or no flop, it's a Halloween movie starring my girl Tori Vega, so in honor of Spooky Month, today we're gonna take a look back at Fun Size and see what exactly makes it so bizarre and, well, terrible. As always, if you guys like this one, be sure to throw us a like and maybe even subscribe. I might just go trick-or-treating wearing nothing but a jack-o'-lantern around my junk, if you do. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AgroWasHere for even more of that sweet, juicy, nostalgic content. And if you have any other movies or shows you want me to review, let me know in the comments. Alright, let's dive in. So we start off with the mom character telling Ren that she has to watch her little brother Albert tonight and take him trick-or-treating because she wants to go party with her 26-year-old boyfriend Kevin, which is pretty trash of the mom. I mean, come on, you're gonna
Mom got a 26-year-old boyfriend? She need her ass whipped, nigga. She getting piped by a 26-year-old. And didn't they dad die in this movie? Nigga, that's some disrespectful shit. No. Do your thing, have your little fun. But fuck, a 26-year-old? You basically saying my dad wasn't putting in the work. Ouch. Let me play this video.
The younger kid off to the older kid with no warning on Halloween night, bitch. It's also mentioned that the dad of the family passed away recently, which kind of makes mom's behavior double shitty.
Oh,
the
God,
kids go
nigga,
to
what?
fun costumes, even
See,
though
nigga, that's what I just said. I said, didn't the dad die? She already moving on with a 26-year-old. She was ready to get active, nigga. Mom was ready to cut loose. Oh, God. She don't need to be off the goose. Shit. Facts. Well, she still take care of her kids, though. Shit, I give her that. But still, baby, you moving a little too fast.
Think Halloween is tonight. What? The shelves shouldn't be full. There should be barely anything left. Whatever. Ren's also pissed about having to babysit because she was supposed to go to this party that the hottest guy in school invited her to. How tragic. So Ren and her friend and her little brother go out.
A funny looking... That dude that plays Harry Potter. He looks like him, but even funnier. I guess, Tori. I guess, if you don't see nothing in me.
Trick-or-treating and then to a haunted house where, of course, little Albert wanders off and gets lost. Ren ends up meeting up with her nerdy buddies, which, by the way, all of their names sound like complete movie character names. In this friend group, we've got Ren, April, Pang, and Roosevelt. Excuse me, if my friends had those names, I would seriously reevaluate my friend group simply for the names alone.
I ain't never met a nigga named Roosevelt.
I think Ren is a pretty stupid sounding name. Sorry to anyone named Ren out there, but I actually looked it up.
Ren, that's actually a good name. We got Ren. And what was that girl name from Sky High? Gwen? There was a lot of Gwens back then, nigga. So don't sleep on them. Let me play this video.
Because I was curious, and turns out that name did enter the top 1,000 baby names in America for girls in 2013, less than 1 year after this film came out. Maybe this movie had a little more pull than I thought. There are some recognizable faces in this movie too, besides just Victoria Justice. Her friend April is played by Jane Levy, who I recognized as Mandy from Shameless, before they replaced her with a different actress who looked nothing like her.
I always heard of that show, but I've never watched it. Shameless. So I wouldn't have remembered her from that. But she did a little thing in that movie, I ain't gonna lie. Let me play it.
What was that about? I also recognized the boy playing Albert. His name is Jackson Nicole. And just 1 year after this movie, he goes on to play the little kid in Bad Grandpa. He's also 21 years old now, which makes me feel ancient. Fuck. Damn. And it is completely possible that Bad Grandpa only exists.
He was just a little ass nigga, because I was... We around the same age. I remember Bad Grandpa had. He said, that nigga dick stuck in the machine, yo. Facts, nigga. That movie was in his bag, too, God. Damn, that's when Redbox was out, nigga. You can go in front of Walgreens. You see some of the new movies on the screen. You don't get none of that shit now. You gotta see people with tails and shit. This video.
Because of the movie Fun Size. Because Johnny Knoxville also appears in this movie, uncredited for some reason, playing basically the main bad guy who ends up kidnapping the little brother and holding him
That was Johnny Knoxville this whole time? And nobody told me that. Damn. He did his thing in this movie too. Shit, nigga, we got some... See, I like when like little other celebrities, you know, they try acting, you know, try movies. So I'm gonna be really good. And I didn't even know that was Johnny Knoxville. I thought that was just a normal actor. See what I'm saying? That nigga snapped. Now I'm gonna go back and rewatch that movie. No, that shit really made me want to watch it again. That was Johnny Knoxville. That's crazy. Those of you who don't know Johnny Knoxville, he that crazy white boy that be fucking punching on his nuts and shit. You can play this video.
Hostage. Played for laughs, of course. It's just a little bit of kidnapping and child endangerment. Ha. Johnny Knoxville is actually a decently big part in this movie, so I honestly don't know why he's uncredited. Does that mean they didn't fucking pay him? What? But part of me wonders if Johnny Knoxville met this little kid on set and loved him and decided right there that he was gonna be the perfect partner for Bad Grandpa, which I guess would sort of make sense, since they have a few big scenes together in Fun Size. And if that's actually the case, then it kind of justifies Fun Size existing, because Bad Grandpa is a way more funny and culturally impactful movie than Fun Size. So yeah, I guess that's pretty cool. Good for Albert, good for the little boy, good job. But that leads me to yet another thing that's kind of bizarre about this movie. The little brother character doesn't speak, like, at all. He's basically mute, well, up until the last minute of the fucking film. Sorry, spoiler alert, I guess. And since the kid goes on to star in Bad Grandpa, we know he's a funny and capable little actor who definitely could have handled his dad died and he's traumatized. I get it. But it's a weird choice to take a talented young actor and not utilize him vocally. That's all I'm saying. You know what? No, that's not all I'm saying. Honestly, it's a huge missed opportunity in my opinion. Like, they could have given the kids some funny one-liners or even had him say some raunchy stuff since they wanted to be edgy so bad. I mean, that might have been kind of funny to hear. Something a little less PG coming from a tiny kid's mouth. But instead, he just wanders around in his Spider-Man costume silently, gesturing at things when he has to communicate. I just genuinely don't understand why they made this choice for this character when they casted an actor who could actually act. So with the little brother missing, the group heads over to a convenience store. And they, of course, just miss Albert, who actually made friends with the employee and went off with him. And him befriend...
That's one of my favorite parts. He said, "Not that I'm luring the little kid in my car." Oh God, my nigga had to say that shit out loud, nigga, because you don't know who fucking watching, nigga. And you're literally kneeling down talking to a kid that's alone. But I feel you, though. You're just checking on him. But at the same time, yeah. It did kind of sound weird, though. So I don't blame you for yelling that out loud. I probably would have done the same shit. What the hell was he in? I seen him in something, too. He was in something else. I think he was playing a geek in something. I don't know. Play this video.
The employee is meant to just be silly and harmless, of course, but in real life, I'd be calling up Chris Hansen on speed dial for that one. The one kid, Roosevelt, asks his eccentric lesbian moms to borrow the car, and then the group of friends head over to the local fast food place, where again, they just miss seeing Albert. And they almost fucking run him over with the car, by the way. Dead child on their hands if that went a little differently. It's not good. Roosevelt accidentally destroys the giant mechanical chicken statue on top of the restaurant and severely damages the car, coming within inches of death, which leads to one of the most aggressively PG-13 sequences in the entire film.
Let me go and I'll let you touch my boob for 10 seconds.
20 and I can pick a cold day.
That nigga. My boy said 20 and I can pick a cold day. My nigga trying to fill a nip. Who the hell wrote this script, bro? Was it Dan Schneider? This is what he was really fucking thinking, bro. Oh my god. That shit's hilarious. That nigga said 20 and I can pick a cold day. That's somebody's daughter and sister you talking to. Do your thing, though.
I'm so sorry.
Meanwhile, Albert ends up with some hot shit at a Halloween party. He gets robbed of his candy by a bad guy, who's played by Johnny Knoxville, and realizes that it's the same douche his convenience store friend told him about earlier. So he sneaks off into the guy's car, I guess to follow him home and get revenge, but he better be careful. Also, Johnny Knoxville assaulting this little child is funny as hell. So when the chicken falls on top of the car and starts humping it aggressively, Ren's best friend ditches the group. Ren should honestly call her a fake-ass bitch and move on. There's a missing 8-year-old on the streets. There's more important things. Come on now, sister. And by the way, Roosevelt has a crush on Ren. Of course he does. So that's even more complications with the hottest guy in school hitting on Ren. What a fiasco we've gotten into here. So Ren's friend calls her from Aaron Riley's party and completely implies that her little brother is there. So Ren shows up and is mildly annoyed when she doesn't find her brother. But she should be fucking livid and honestly freaking out. It's been hours now. It is dark out, and her little 8-year-old brother is nowhere to be found. And they have a throwaway line about Ren trying to call the police, but the police just refusing to help her. What the fuck? I feel like the cops would react to a young missing child pretty quickly. I mean, come on. The kid could be in some creep's basement chained up by now, or tied up in the back of a van that's hightailing it to Mexico, and nobody seems to really give a fuck. I mean, once Ren gets to this party, she basically stops looking for her brother. She forgets about it entirely. And there's this whole side plot romance between Ren and Roosevelt, and she literally has an emotional moment at...
No, for real. Baby, your little brother is somewhere lost, probably on an old nigga's lap. Looking on a Jolly Rancher pop, God forbid, but and you're over here having an emotional scene, That's funny. Movies do be doing that shit. I'll be like, damn, ain't what's the name getting sliced up right now? Why y'all kissing and shit, nigga? Then we gotta go get old boy, nigga. I don't know. I guess we're thinking about something else right now. I don't know.
This party, deciding whether or not to kiss him, all while her tiny little brother is still actively missing. He could be dead in a ditch. He could be screaming, crying for his sister's house, and all she can think about is kissing a cute boy. Okay. So the bad guy drives Albert all the way home unwillingly, while drunk driving, might I add. Did I mention this movie really wants to be edgy? Drunk driving with a kid in the back? Hilarious. So Albert tries pulling a prank on the guy and basically sets up a makeshift bomb on his porch.
You're gonna have to come and owe York with something a little more than a burning bag.
But he forgets to run away after knocking on the door, so he gets kidnapped and held hostage. The bad guy demands $400 from Ren over the phone in exchange for her brother. And damn, $400? That's it? Aren't most demands for ransom money like thousands and thousands, if not millions of dollars? $400 is almost insulting to the kid. He's worth more than that. It wouldn't even be worth the enormous legal risk. But regardless, while still being played for laughs, this is now a crime movie. Legitimate kidnapping and false imprisonment of a child is taking place. And she doesn't think to call the police again? She doesn't think, oh, maybe now they'll get involved since it's confirmed my brother was kidnapped. No, she takes off sprinting. She runs all the way there. She doesn't even tell any of her friends where she's going. If she gets knocked, no one will know. Also, her one friend literally had a gun that shoots. Why didn't she bring him for backup? But whatever. So she shows up at Johnny Knoxville's house, and desperate to get her little brother back, she starts to take off her jacket slowly. Turns out she's just offering him her special jacket because it's worth a ton of money. But
I'm about to say, what the hell? That nigga said, you about to give it up, baby? Hell no. I'm gonna give him a jacket. I don't know why she gave him a jacket, though, because I still didn't even fucking, you know. I didn't really do nothing. I think I'm spoiling it. Let me shut up.
to be perfectly honest, I thought something else was about to happen. The jacket belonged to her dead father because we're trying to throw in some emotional trauma here, but Johnny Knoxville tries to keep it without returning the little brother as promised. What a jerk and a criminal. Luckily, the convenience store guy conveniently starts attacking at just the right moment, and the little kid gets a nice shot to the nuts while trying to make an escape.
Woo!
Bang, pow, bam. They get the hell out of there, and to be honest,
Spicy
Ren and her
nigga.
little...
He punched my nigga right in the nuts, so... Nigga, I probably would have snatched his little ass up and threw him in the wall, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I'm lying, nigga. I would have been curled up like a motherfucker, and then I have to regain consciousness, nigga.
brother finally being reunited is super underwhelming. Like, for being the main goal of the episode... See, I almost called it an episode. It doesn't even feel like a fucking movie. For being the main goal of the plot, you'd think it would be played up as a bigger deal, but it's really not. She even calls her friend Roosevelt that has the crush on her and says like, hey, I wish things had gone differently between us tonight. You're really awesome. Never forget that. Oh yeah, and I found Albert, by the way. Like, as if it's all about her stupid, shitty side plot romance with this guy. And finding the little brother is just a complete afterthought. It's insane. Then, Victoria Justice and her little brother go to cry at their dead dad's grave. Which, damn, Tori, not only do you lose this kid for the entirety of Halloween and not really give a fuck about finding him, but you're also gonna ruin what's left of his night with these depressing vibes? He's a little kid. This is...
My nigga went... My nigga was just trying to go trick or treat. No. My nigga got lost, kidnapped, and yeah, you gonna take him to the grave? Nigga, take him home. He needs a nap, huh? Let him chew on his candy. Watch a little Halloween movie. Michael Myers, H2O. Me, preferably the one with Rob Zombie. Joe Grizzly, bitch. Let me play this video.
supposed to be the most fun, magical night of the goddamn year. Oh yeah, perfect time to go visit some trauma and make him cry instead. And honestly, the whole dead dad plotline feels like something they had to shove into this film to give it some emotional stakes. Mostly because it was a theatrical release. But it feels really out of place in this film. It would have been fine to be a goofy, raunchy comedy the entire time that didn't try for any serious moments. They're finally reunited with Mom, who drives them all home, and is that kid sitting on the Prindle? Ouch.
How did she know she was gonna find him there?
How fucking far did Tori and the little kid walk? If it was dark out when they went to the graveyard, and now with Mom driving them home, the sun's up? Bitch got some legs on her. We get some resolution in the plot line of her friend Roosevelt having a crush on her. Yay.
She really did.
And then Mom hugs the dead dad's jacket, just to try desperately to shoehorn in one last emotional moment. And that's basically it for Fun Size. The last...
Wasn't you just kissing on a 26-year-old? Now you hugging on a nigga jacket. Like, nah, put my jacket down. You could have got an older nigga. That's disrespectful. I'm sorry, no. You're not tolerating that one. But, yeah, that's the movie Fun Size. That's one of my favorite movies. Top 10, nigga. Top 10. Man, y'all fuck with me, man. Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe, man. I know y'all watching, man. Support me, man. I'm trying to move up. I'm trying to move up like the Jeffersons. It's kind of hard out here. Me trying to pay this money for the rent. With the Cadillacs and gas money spent, a whole lot of bitches jumping ship.